Always entertaining every single year. Drama, goals. It's got everything this
absolutely
game.
everything. Upsets.
Should
maybe.
be a derby, but it's not a derby.
I know, we don't really have derby.
But it feels
Melbourne
like that
is
derby
derby.
feel.
It does feel
like
absolutely,
that
but it's a rivalry.
It is a rivalry.
It's like, imagine if like Sydney played Melbourne.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's the town rivalry. And it's Fitzroy and the Amazons. Amazons in their signature pink kits and Fitzroy always in the black. I don't think they've worn any other tops this season. Maybe the yellow one time. But
have they got a purple kit? I swear
yeah, they do have an all-purple kit. So I think they have played the purple.
They wore that like once, I believe, or twice.
So they've got Chloe Dranowski and Camilla Fresneda in the middle with referee Costa and Joseph, who have been refereeing the entire night. So good for them to be here, calling all the games. And this is going to be the hardest one. They've actually called in a stop clock person to make sure the stop clocks.
That's it's a big one.
Because I think they have to concentrate on the games just for that reason. And Amazons in the huddle. I'll go down the lineup for Amazons. So for this evening, we have in goals Deb Lawrence, Alicia Ike is on the field, Camilla Fresneda, the captain, Savannah Anastasopoulos, Jennifer Chandler, Zoe Tizard, Amanda Aurora from Melbourne IQ. So that was announced this week. She's transferred just in time for that transfer window to be closed.
That's an interesting transfer.
Interesting, yeah. So I think coach from Carlton, Shaban, had something to say. So check out the culture podcast with that. And we got number 10, Emma Hubbard. And with Fitzroy, we have in goals Elizabeth Eyre and second goalkeeper Kat Sidecheck. Number 4, Chloe Dranowski, the captain. Steph Otto, Claudia Frescalzo. Bringing back Ilana Vatke. Haven't seen her on the Series Futsal court in a very long time. So she's going to be a key player, bringing her back here at SFV. We've got here Daniela Gadolj as a maybe, so I don't know what these asterisks mean on my sheet. And also Diana Frescalzo on the squad. Fitzroy led by Jimmy Sufis and Scotty Rogan. And for the Amazons, it's Aisha Atik, the gaffer, and Aish Imran. Daniel, predictions. Love your predictions.
It'll be a good game, this one, but I feel like the outs of Jess Dow,
and Clarissa
Allerton, and I think there's one more. Who am I forgetting? Atik, who's out injured.
Yep.
I believe she should be a Fitzroy win. I think their undefeated streak will continue to go, and I honestly reckon if Fitzroy can win this game tonight, it'll be very hard to see them coming out of that first place spot in my eyes.
Well said, and it was similar affair to last season when Amazons was ahead 2 points or 6 points, as you would say, 2 games. So now Amazon is on the receiving end of that position, trying to claim it back, because if they win tonight, it could be almost anyone's game.
Yeah, that's right.
So very level, and starting things off, the Amazons. Hopefully the cameraman will follow the play tonight. Oh, closing goals, and Frescalzo, close call. Second opportunity, and the ball goes wide. Costa, he's predicted 3-2, which he's done all season. So that could mean anything. I think it was like that last time. Were you here? I'm not sure if we were here for that, where Fitzroy won. But this is huge. It's going to be just high intensity the entire game. But as mentioned, no Jessau and no Clarissa.
Some big outs for Preston.
Oh, and Deb Lawrence on fire. Double save from Frescalzo.
She's going to have to be doing that all night tonight.
Well, there's nobody else. Atik's out. She's not even in gear. She's actually got her ACL and MCL. Both of those in her knee. So she's out for the entire season. As Ike tries to fend it off with Amanda Hora. Knocks straight into Steph Otto.
Is this her debut game for
the Amazons, and they've got her on the starting lineup.
This is a very, very, very good pickup from the Amazons. From the Amazons, I believe, because she's probably been Aku's best player this season. She does like to make runs down flanks, and she does like to create as well. She's very good off free kicks. And
ouch!
Ike, she'll be up on. That'll leave a nice little bruise on the thigh pad.
Yep, ice baths tonight, and the futsal ball is a lot heavier, or not a lot, slightly heavier than an outdoor ball. Drinoski. So Amanda already getting possession early as Ike transitions on. Great defending there from Friscalzo.
First good real chance here for Fitzroy. Sorry for the Amazons.
Yeah, they haven't had that ball forward at all. Fitzroy's just been shutting them down. It's going to be like that the entire night. No, last game, how did that go? Just for those that didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was a pretty tactical last game with the Bulls picking up a 3-1 win over Evolution. And the counter time is a party time. It is for now. And Fitzroy take an early lead. 1-0. Strike from
Claudia
Friscalzo. My one went blank for like 3 seconds.
Oh, amazing. That was counter-attack to the tee. Look at that. Do not skip a beat there, Claudia Friscalzo. Bam, finds the back of the net. Fantastic. Amazons cannot allow for that to happen at all. They will be pretty upset with that.
They'll be punished.
Get one early. Aurora on the charge. Left boot! Amanda Aurora scores her first goal for Amazon.
What a way to make a debut.
Absolutely. She's a little seed, planted the seed, and now she's grown into a wonderful flower. Scored her first goal for the Amazons. Fantastic. She's now done exactly what Fitzroy did to them.
And it's a big signing, and so far that signing is proving well. Great bit of transfer work from the Amazons.
As 1-0, it's game on. Game on indeed, and Daniel, it hasn't even been 5 minutes in this game, and it's gone past. It could have been, the gaffer? She's back on board. She's going to be continued to be on board. Aisha Ati. So corner kick for Fitzroy. Didn't use it too wisely. Drinoski tries to bring it back to possession. She does. Finds Otto. It's going to go back to Friscalzo. So it's all about not making any mistakes. So we talk about that with Tyler. It's what team can make the minimal mistakes tonight. Frisnita getting pushed and shoved. Fine Ike. Dope. Aurora was the target. Aurora looking for a second.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, have these teams played each other already this season or not yet?
They have, and Fitzroy won the last time.
Fitzroy won, yes they did. So, can the Amazons just get their loss back and turn that into a win? And so far, this game's just been great to watch.
Fantastic. That's why everyone stayed up late. Plenty of fans here in the stands. Here at Futsal Lodge, it's the main or serious futsal arena in Thomastown. And it's a late one, so thanks for those tuning in the live stream. Where are you watching it? WeFroth? YouTube?
Yeah.
Daniel? Facebook?
Facebook and...
all of it?
Oh.
As Otto! She's a huge celebration. She's got one in the bag. Tight corner there. Went past the keeper, Deb Lawrence, and celebrations for the Fitzroy. It's 2 to Fitzroy and 1 Amazons.
Let's have a look at the replay here. I feel like Deb Lawrence, we just have a look at the shot, just didn't get down quick enough, and I think if like just her foot just prevented her from heading down. She just landed awkwardly.
Yeah, I think it's
on that leg.
You've got to be quick with those saves when you're making those decisions, right? It's got to be pinpoint. Right?
Oh, what a back heel from Friscalzo, and Drinoski nearly getting one in that far right corner, but you just feel for the Amazons with those losses such as our and Alyssa. So be interesting to see how they go without them here tonight.
Regardless, they're not doing too bad. Got one in the bag. That's the important part. You can't.
That's a positive sign that they can score tonight.
Exactly.
You don't want to be 2-0 down.
But they're not 2-1. Still just a 1-goal difference. Amazons taking control early. Frisnita tries to find Ike. Punches out there by Air. Was she out of her D? Possibly not. Back to Frisnita. She finds a second opportunity. Easy grab there from Air.
Let's just have a look at our fact sheet here. We see that the top 2 goal scorers are from both sides with Ike and Claudia Friscalzo. So both teams have a pretty big goal scorer here tonight, which is good for them and probably why both teams are so high on the ladder as well.
Yes, they don't concede too many goals and they can score goals.
Mm.
And especially Fitzroy, they take advantage of playing bottom tier teams. I think it was 20. No, was it 20? We're
Yeah,
out
something
against
like
Essendon Lions the other week
Yeah.
when Minnie played. So for them, they can score from anywhere, and they just did that. 2 goals in. So for Scalzo, 2 Amazon players defending her, one being Jen Chandler coming on the board for the Amazons. They've got a huge bench tonight, using them wisely. But they've got to work hard. You've got to keep up with the Amazons. They can run.
Yeah. Both sides are going to have to stay switched on for the entirety of this game. You feel like the first side to switch off, you're going to be in a big, deep trouble.
You see there the gaffer on the screen. So is Costa as Friscalzo brings the ball back in. Janoski's right there. Oh, goes straight into Ike. She's just getting a ball just straight towards it tonight, putting her body on the line. Quick ball for Scalzo. She can go. Blocked there by Fresneda. Was it a push from Aurora? I don't think she believes so, but in the end, the referee calls it.
Don't mind this physicality from Amazons.
It's going to cost them a foul, but at least it stops the play from Fitzroy.
But it does, however, give them a nice little set piece opportunity.
Scalzo. Oh,
Ooh.
did that go in?
Off the bar and out it goes, and on at the back stick. So Amazons get away with one.
Something's happening there in the back end, but for Scalzo, she was on point, really. And we see Vatke on the court for Fitzroy in the long socks. Aurora wasn't her best touch. Can she get it back for the Amazons? Gets into Friscalzo. Oh, nutmeg. Camilla Fresneda, bit of a 50-50 in the end. Referee. I think he's going to have the whistle just permanently on his mouth the entire night. Physicality, it's going to be given here in the game like this.
Yeah, it usually is like this when these two sides play.
I think it's gone. Oh, not bad there from Fresneda. I think every game we've gone to 5 fouls. I guarantee it's going to happen again.
Probably the most physical encounter I've seen in between these two sides was it was believe it was last season, and Amazons won 2-1 against Fitzroy. That game was really physical.
That was so physical. You could feel the tension. Not bad back heel though. Didn't get rewarded. Aiki, can she punish? Ball goes wide, even though she had Aurora there. She walks similar to Jess Al. You almost could confuse her if you're watching at home. Like, is that Jess playing? It's the long hair as well. Oh, not bad again from Fitzroy. And Amazon, they're cutting the play. They've called the first time out of tonight. It's 2 to Fitzroy, 1 to Amazons. We'll see you after this.
Oh, no free kick says as Abbott want to mop up. Abbott, what a great play, little Abbott. Look at it, Abbott. Look at Abbott. Abbott. No way. Oh, there it is.
And we are back. Hope you enjoyed the timeout called by Amazons FC. You're watching Fitzroy against Amazons. It's the last game of round 14 for the Women's Series Futsal Victoria 2022 season. Daniel, predictions?
Did I give one or not?
No, I don't think you did.
I think I was about to, but I just lost track of it. But
we got too caught up with the play.
But I still think Fitzroy do have the strongest squad here tonight, so I do believe that will be a factor. But I reckon it should end, I'm going to say 4-3 to Fitzroy. It'll be a close game, but I feel like the quality of Fitzroy will just be a bit too much for the Amazons.
That was actually pretty reasonable predictions. Similar to Costa, he did 3-2. I think that's where we got distracted. I think it's going to be higher scoring than that. Probably like 6-4 to Fitzroy. Oh, Ike almost proved me wrong. She did have Zoe Tizard with her signature headband on the court. No, Fitzroy with a counter-attack again. Aurora, she's in all situations tonight. Fresneda, save there by Air.
She's going to have a big night, Fresneda. Just through that, just through the court and at the back of the attack.
She did an amazing job last week, so she's just going to continue that flow of that ball movement, because that was pretty awesome seeing that her go down the right hand flank. As Fitzroy retrieve to the back line and restart their play. Great movement coming from Janoski to Vatke. The long socks. Tripped over her feet, but in the end, the referee called it a trip from Fresneda.
Speaking of headbands with Tizard, what is the weirdest piece of equipment you've seen while playing?
From a player?
Yeah, from a playing being worn.
Weirdest piece of equipment?
Probably not weirdest, but like I've seen like how they have like those like it's just like one short like thermal sleeve. It's like from here to here.
I've seen those too. I don't know what that means. As we see for Scaldo. Oh, to Janoski, not a bad effort though. Amazon's got to get it out of the defensive half. Bit of a push and shove there coming for Scalzo. Yeah, I'm not sure about the sleeve because you don't really use your arms in soccer or football. So, like in tennis, I get it. Maybe but baseball.
Yeah.
As Vatke goes in that pocket, still gets possession. Keeper is out.
Oh.
Hits the post or the crossbar.
2 crossbar hits for Fitzroy tonight. We saw one earlier by the other for Scalzo's sister from a set piece, I believe.
That proves that they are quite accurate on their shots in very chaos plays. Though, referee Joey stops the play once again. It's going to be a lot of whistles blown as we count down 9 minutes in the first half.
Amazons are sitting on 4 fouls and Fitzroy on 2. Maybe these fouls could have an impact late game.
It could impact right now. If
It
Amazon's
could.
another foul, that's a penalty. Oh! That was ricocheted straight off Diana Frescalzo. She just didn't even move.
Went over the crossbar.
Amazons with a corner. Fresneda, hopefully for a ricochet, but in the end, Lauren's going to mop up.
Oh,
Kicks her straight into Vatke. She might punish! She does! Elena Vatke, welcome back to SFV. She scores her first goal for Fitzroy this season. As Amazons trailing now by 2 goals, Fitzroy 3. This is just unfortunate for the Amazons. Deb Lawrence kicks it to her horror straight into Elena Vatke as she went bam. Thank you. There you have it. My first goal.
Deb Lawrence now. You feel like her confidence is down on low after giving away a goal like that. She just has to switch just to put that mistake in the back of her mind, because a bad mistake like that can hurt you as a keeper. It just gets you thinking.
And her confidence to move up too.
Yeah.
Like to get out of her D and to bring that back and concede a goal. It's heart-wrenching sometimes. Got to move on, Daniel, I guess.
Yeah.
It's hard. psychological game. As Friscalzo down the line, finds Vatke again. She could be almost player of the match if she continues her performance. Vatke lays it out to Friscalzo. Lawrence! And who's in the back net, or back corner, back post, whatever you call it? It's Diana Friscalzo.
It's 4-1, and it's starting to look like a bit of a bloodbath. Let's hope the Amazons can just pull it back, but a bit lucky, you'd say. I think she stayed this onto the post. So a bit of luck going to the Fitzroy's way, but it's just a big momentum wave, and they could get another one here. And Fresneda just off the line, and here we go, counter-attack time, and Tizard just couldn't get to it. This is where a timeout would have been good for the Amazons. So I think they should have probably held on to it for a bit more.
Look, you don't know. You have no idea how things are going to switch play and momentum. But they can create their momentum now if, they continue this kind of fast-paced ball, because it was all from Fitzroy's fast ball movement. So side ball to Amazons. Look at that pressure coming from Fitzroy, though. It's incredible. They put back the black heel. Can it be a goal to this? No. Good defending from Fitzroy. Oh, that would have been awesome if that was a goal.
It was a clever back heel from, I believe that was Fresneda. Just creating the opportunity. Just filling in for that Jessau and Clareton role.
Ike calling for a corner ball. Looks like Anastastopoulos going to get it. Aurora, is she lurking there? She is. In the end, no one there in no man's land, and Fitzroy gets the ball back. It's 5 minutes and a bit to go in this first half. It's going really quick, Daniel.
It has, and that's what happens when there's good football, good futsal on display. Time flies.
Absolutely. As Vatke once again goes with Janoski, hits the post. She wants to get a goal too for tonight. Fitzroy wants to get all players on the scoreboard. Trips there. Aurora passes one. Can she punish? Left boot. Save there by Air. And she quickly gets it out of play. Aurora, she's been dangerous.
She has been. Probably Amazon's best player tonight. When Deb Lawrence getting away with one there again. She's been a bit shaky in this first half. But as I was saying, Aurora, yeah, it's a good debut when you're probably the team's best player. So she's going to have to continue this form in the second half if Amazons want to get back into this one.
She actually scored the only goal against Fitzroy last week. So maybe you need her on your team playing against Fitzroy to get a goal. But Amazon needs more than just one. There's Ike. Tries to find the run into Anastastopoulos. She's asking for the ball again, but gets blocked. Aurora. Anastastopoulos has to play it back to Fresneda as Amazons reset. Cameraman unable to keep up with the play here. Ike. Fresneda. So this structure from Fitzroy unable to get Amazon some breathing space as they do now. In the end, great defending.
Yep. Good bit of defending there from Otto. Just wasn't sure of it. Just out it goes. If in doubt, kick it out, as they'd say.
Absolutely. That's drilled in your mindset as a defender. If you don't have any other options, just look for the boundary.
Ball played in and
went over everybody's head. The only time it's not good is when AFL footy, they made a new rule where if it's intentional, it costs you, which I don't think it's a great rule.
Yeah, no, but
deliberate rule.
Yeah, deliberate rule, but back in the days, probably 2010, 2011 AFL season, the boundary line was known as your friend. Now it's known as your enemy.
Yeah, you don't want it to go out.
No, you don't want it to go out. But back then, you could just walk it over, no problem.
So that was a free going to Fitzroy. I'm not sure what for, but it's the 5 fouls. It's to Amazon. So next foul caused is going to be a 10-meter penalty. As Chandler find Anastastopoulos. She's run into trouble, so she's got to fend it off to someone else. Ike unable to connect with Fresneda.
Ike had to get going, and that's good for Fitzroy's sake, but she's going to have to pick it up.
What they're doing now is just blocking every pass through. Vatki.
They could potentially even just draw in the foul here, Fitzroy.
Absolutely. So Amazon's got to be very careful. 2 minutes and a half. They just got to hold it for another 2 minutes and not concede another foul. So being Deb Lawrence, she's coming in as a keeper. Aisha Attic, normally good with penalty kicks, so she's just got to step up in those occasions if it does happen, the sixth foul.
This game definitely not over yet. We saw last season Amazons being more of a second half side.
So is Fitzroy. They can play the entire game.
Yeah.
They don't play till the end. They even if they're up 10 goals, they don't even, take the foot off the accelerator. Christina back to Ike, a bit of a 1-2.
Oh,
can they finish? Oh! Chandler, that was her chance.
Such good link up there from the Amazons.
Absolutely, and Chandler just missing it by centimetres, but that's the game tonight. You've got to be accurate.
Just shows why you can't count them out.
Oh, indeed. Doesn't come very often, those chances for the Amazons tonight. But they just got to hold in. No fouls for them. But for Fitzroy, they know they've got that in the bag if they need to. Chandler coming on. Got to be careful. For Sneeder to Anastasopoulos. Doesn't find much option. Goes back to Chandler.
Good win for the Amazons there. Getting the ball. Now they've got under a minute here. Can they just try find something? Don't want to be conceding before half time if you're a Amazons fan.
No, and don't want to give away a foul either. So they've just got to hold it in for 40 seconds. Chandler, quick throw out. Intercepted there by Otto. Did well. Janoski can bring it to ground. She can hold the ball. Chandler intercepted. She's got to go. Finds Anastasopoulos. Can she keep it in for the Amazons? She does so far. But great defending from Friscalzo. For Sneeder, last line of defense. Her captain's armband just came off. I don't know how that's even possible. Oh, for Sneeder. That
one's got to hurt personally.
A little bit. But I think that's it for the halftime, and that's huge up boost for the Fitzroy squad. They've got 4 in the bag for a huge game like this, Daniel. What's your final thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, Fitzroy were just being able to crack down Amazon defensively just a bit better than Amazons have done to Fitzroy, and just those star players missing out for the Amazons in the first place just kind of made it a bit harder for them. But you can't count out the Amazons at all, because last year they were a big second half team. Can they do it again? Who knows? We'll see after the break.
Otto to Chu, and the ball finds the back of the net. Fitzroy, it's their game. It's a one-way freight train, and we said it last week. It was 3 freight trains in one, and this is
more than a freight train. This is a this is just a bomb. Just coming forward. Just
gotta find other.
How do you prepare yourself for this tournament?
These girls have been training weekly, and we've been putting them to play against under 14 girls and under boys. I think that gives them best preparation. So when they come to these kind of tournaments and they're playing with girls the same age as them, they have that little bit of an edge.
Well done. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed the tournament, and hope to see you guys next year.
Definitely. Go Dragons.
Hey, go Dragons!
Welcome to the last half of round 14. It is the Amazons against Fitzroy. Fitzroy leading by 3 goals, 4-1 Amazons. You're here with Hans Olo and Daniel. Daniel, what a cracking game it's been so far.
It has been, and hopefully we get more of the same this half.
Hopefully the same, and Amazons have got their new recruit from AQ, Aurora, scoring that 1 goal. And Fitzroy's brought in Elena Vatke as well for the squad.
Interesting to see what the Amazons have talked about tactically to bring the game into a position where they can potentially win this. Being 3 goals down, not really a big gap. We've seen comebacks here before like no tomorrow, so
it's a bit confusion here. I'm not sure what is going on, but in the end, it's going to be a throw-in from the keeper, Deb. She's going to be with the Amazon squad for the remainder of the season, as we saw Aisha Attic her news today that she suffered an ACL or MCL on her knee. Therefore, she will be out for the remainder of the season. So she's going to be the gaffer. We can call her that now.
she's the big gaff.
Hopefully get her up here.
Hopefully.
One of the games. But yeah, she's played that role brilliant. So unfortunate for her. She really was looking forward to this game. But I saw the doctor yesterday and went, nah, you can't play anymore.
Yeah, she's been big in these past games as well.
I'm not sure what's going on in the back line. Is Costa just having a word between Friscalzo and Aurora? She's got her sleeves up now. Must be a hot one down there in the arena, as Friscalzo had to go past 2 defenders for the Amazons. Side ball, Otto. Starts to go on her own. Chandler. In the end, got to kick it out.
And just like the first half, Fitzroy on the front foot.
And that's Anastopoulos. Once in a bit of trouble. Couldn't get a clean possession. In the end, just got to get it out. So last week, you had 2 Amazon players on the team of the week, Alicia Ike and Camilla Frestina, and one of, not surprising, Claudia Friscalzo. Possibly be similar affair this week, depending on the outcome.
I think out of our predictions last week, we got Freshender in there for sure. So look at the bench.
Yeah, I think she was contender.
I think we had Paige Daly and Freshender in our things.
It's controversial because they lost Carlton. Yeah. So being a key player in a huge game 2-1 against Evolution, the derby, it says something about your team and your keeper.
Interesting to not see a Evolution player on there. We do have Davies on the bench, but like in the main.
So it was a bit of a foul there, but wasn't called. Diana Friscalzo wasn't too happy about the decision made by the referees. In the end, she got up and play continues. Anastopoulos to Chandler. Can she score? Chandler couldn't find Fresnita. Second opportunity for Amazons. And the whistle blows. Everyone's got their arms up in the air. It's going to be a yellow card. It's coming out of someone's pocket, Costa's pocket. Who's he giving it to?
Otto for dissent.
She's gone out of the stadium now. Had to cool down. I think that's just got to happen at times like this. Get yourself removed from a situation, Daniel.
Yeah, just don't want to going back into a similarity like that. I believe it was I forgot her name. Who was the Fitzroy player that got injured early on this season and has missed out for the rest of the season?
Dharma Georgie.
Dharma Georgie. I think she got suspended for 5 games.
Yes, for similar, yeah.
So just got to cool down.
Was it Amazon game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just got to cool down, and there's a chance here, and just got to cool down if you're Otto, because you don't want to miss out any games for Fitzroy. Such an important player at the back, their anchor.
Got to get that frustration out and leave it out of the court for now and play, because it's obviously it's going to cost you and you're going to be upset about it. But it's a hard job being a referee in this game. Amazon unable to get it out of their defensive half, so in the end it's going to be a Fitzroy ball. Oh, tough one. I wouldn't want to be refereeing these games, Daniel.
Yeah. That's why they get the best of the best to do these ones.
Frascalzo left boot. In the end, Amazon got out of play and the reset again. So a lot of stoppages here. They've got to find a gap, and stressful times here for the keeper, Deb Lawrence, is continue having that ball go towards her way. In the end, she got a clean possession. Quick throw out. Aurora was her target, unable to connect. Frascalzo kicks it straight into Fresneda. Frascalzo to Vatke, not bad. She's similar to Davies. Them two have been playing serious futsal for so long. That roll and kick, unbelievable. That control of the ball. Fresneda, Chandler.
Good.
She was there, but was
Good
it too
take.
much in it though? They were both going for it. In the
Good
end,
take in the first place.
it was.
Maybe just sold the take a little bit. Great little turn. Ooh. Just missing from Frascalzo.
Quick play here from the Amazons, and quick bench too. I was a bit confused of who was playing on the court. Anastasiopoulos finds Aurora. Didn't have a clean possession in the end. Going to be mopped up by Dranoski. She was doing the right thing. Thought it was the Amazon ball. Back to Frascalzo. Passes Aurora, but was it a late trip? And a yellow.
Good call there from the ref. Bit of a very late trip.
And just going to check if... oh, a lot of things falling out of Costa's pocket.
Just tucked back the red. Getting at the towel.
Could be a warning. How many cards do you think he's going to be given tonight? That's the first one to Amanda Aurora.
Have we seen reds in derbies? Sorry, in this match before? I'm pretty sure we have.
I don't... The only red that I've seen the entire thing was Dharma Georgia, and that was last season. So
Yeah.
we haven't seen one this season yet. Could this be the game? For the men's, they gave 3 out last week.
Mental.
Or 5? 3? I don't know.
Just
There was a
shows
lot.
how heated this can get.
And it's... You're so emotional because you've led up to this game for the entire season since the last game, and it's built up, right? The emotions. So you're here. And they've perfectly made this the last games because you could waste as much time as you want. Lizaire,
4-1. I was going to say, when did the Amazons score their second goal?
they didn't. They haven't. Oh, short ball from Lizaire to Frascalzo. Quick play here coming from the Fitzroy squad. Oh, a bit of a fancy footwork from Aurora. And a left boot. Not bad at all.
Just sensing that the goal's coming for the Amazons.
It's going to come from Amanda Aurora. You're just going to give it to her. So far, she's had more chances for the team than anyone else. Right, Zoe Tizard got it out of play. Quick throw out from Air to Vatke. It's going to go back to Frascalzo.
Last thing Aurora wants is to be sent off on her debut.
I wonder if that's ever happened to anyone.
Probably has.
Passion. That's all it is, right? You got to prove yourself. Tizard loses her feet. Vatke tries a trick. Ike, why not? Oh, and left boot from Frascalzo misses and goes wide to the left. Can you score a goal in your first game? Get a yellow in your first game?
Yeah.
Can you get sent off in your first game? Not sure.
What a weird debut that would be if she did. Another foul is given, so Fitzroy, another good chance to score here. It was a pretty similar position to the first one, and that was when Claudia Frascalzo smacked off the top of the crossbar.
Very similar, and is it a tactical one? Is this the way that their game plan is? Ooh. Bam! And Alicia Ike once again put her body on the line in that wall. I don't think anyone else wanted to be part of it.
Didn't want to feel the heat of that rocket.
Quick grab there from Air. Fitzroy starting from the back. Look like it's 2-2. Transition with the diamond using the entire court. Bit of a 1-2 though. Not the best touch coming from Frascalzo. So Anastastopoulos unable to connect with Iwara. Through the middle. Dronoski did well. Tizard unable to catch on her on. Ike had to get rid of it. Goes in the end to a Fitzroy ball. It's going to reset to Amazon.
Long ball and not doing much. But I feel like the Amazons have probably had better attacking opportunities this second half, which is good signs for them. All they got to do now is just put the ball in the back of the net. Because we know that this game, you feel like this game has been a lot tighter than the scoreline suggests.
It has been. It's more Fitzroy are able to beat Amazon in the defense, in the counter-attack. That's all it's been, really. And a few mistakes. You know, Deb Lawrence had a mistake in the first half that cost her a goal. So it looks like it's a side ball, which is very bizarre, but in the end, Amazon continue on. Ike had to pass it on to Anastasopoulos. Another foul. Was it this time against Fitzroy? Costa got a loud whistle. Back to Aura. Wants to take on the team. Not the best decision, but she'll learn. As ball goes out to a side ball. So interesting couple of minutes in the second half, Daniel.
Yeah, both teams here. The game's just tightened up a bit here now. I feel like if Fitzroy get the next goal, it's going to be a long way to climb for the Amazons here. Great little turn and those shots and just wide.
That was incredible though. Anastopoulos just knew the goals were there. The back
Off the head, and it's another mistake.
Another mistake, and Frascalzo with her head.
And Deb Lawrence just standing too far to the left of her line. If she was just centered there, she probably would have saved this.
Though in the end, how do you predict those things, right, as a keeper? Your decision making is going to be so quick. Look at this.
She's standing a bit too close
yeah,
to the
a bit
left
too
post.
close, yeah, to a near post.
Just got to be standing. Just be standing in the middle of a goal then.
In the end, Diana, she's happy. She said she never scores goals, but she's been scoring quite a few in this season.
And it's 5-1, and Fitzroy now.
A few 12 to be, in fact. She's actually top 4. There's her sister Claudia, Alicia, M. Kapok, and Diana Frascalzo.
Yeah, it just shows why they're top of the ladder. 3 of the 4 and the top goal scorers.
And one of them, M. Kapok's not even playing tonight.
A quick turn and
Ike, so it's going down the line, but to no man's land. Fitzroy, they're dominating in that one-on-one more than Amazons. So I think Diana Frascalzo would be the new M. Kapok in that situation. It's going to be Amazon ball. So they had a pretty good game last week against Preston. And Fitzroy 13-1 against Acu. Talking about goal scoring, they can definitely do that as Aurora. On the move. Finds Tizard, though, again with the chemistry with Amazon squad. So Batke reset the ball. Loving the long socks. It's probably a signature thing. You know, you were talking about earlier what you've seen bizarre about equipment or attire that players have played, but they, whoa, bit of a grab of the jersey, 50-50, and referee called it out. There's rules, so how do you get away with strict uniform rules if you have to be creative? As Aurora kicks it straight into Friscalzo. She wins the ball back. Decides to pass it on to Otto. Looks like she's calmed down a bit here in the second half. Janoski. Quick play here from Fitzroy. Good ball movement. Taking it easy. Not too much in it here at the moment. Just keeping it calm. Goes wide though. Can they be punished? But again, Daniel, Amazon just unable to capitalize on their chances.
That's been the quite the difference when Amazon's making a mistake, Fitzroy score, but when Fitzroy just there made a mistake, Amazon's unable to capitalise. This looks scary, and Deb Lawrence, good save. Trying to boost up her self-esteem.
Absolutely. She was on fire last week. She had an awesome game against Preston, and probably just a warm-up to a huge game like this. I don't think she's played against Fitzroy yet. So it's a tough one.
Janoski straight into the keeper, and out it goes.
So reset for Scalzo. Back to Liz. She wants to take a crack out of it.
Here they go. Mistake. They have to score from this, and good getting back from Liz.
I think that's what you got to do. Just try to intercept the ball as best as you can. Fitzroy, their passes are pretty sharp. Tizard asks her teammates to go forward. Plays it back to Ike. Haven't seen Fresneda too much on the court so far. Ike eventually wins the side ball. Less than 7 minutes to go here in the second half. It's Amazon trailing by 4 goals.
I would probably, if I were the Amazons, I'd probably get Fresneda back on there. Probably their best creative spark. As we see Friscalzo come back on.
Otto looks like she's put that ball out of play. Chandler to mop up. Decides almost to kick it in. Anastastopoulos to Hora. Kicks it straight into Vatke. Can't do that. Vatke wins it in the end. Did it well. Can she punish? And goes wide. Friscalzo was the target. She's hiding herself inside her t-shirt. It's a quick ball from Amazons. Aurora!
Tried the little flick over. Nearly worked, and
nearly worked. She's just bringing everything to the table right now, Amanda Aurora.
Jimmy Sufez, I think, is what, 3 times in a row, like Manager of the Month, 2 times?
I think he's won it. Yeah, I think he's the only one that's won it.
So,
it's going to be, what's this month? October? He's going to win it again?
Man, has that ever happened? One manager winning all the Player of the Months?
I'm not sure.
Because if so,
Manager
of the Months.
Yeah, I don't think so.
This could be our first, and there's a shot going wide, so.
Contender for Manager of the Year or Manager of the Season, because A. Shimran won that last season, and I reckon he's up there.
He's got to be up there. He's won all the Manager of the Months.
Yeah.
Could be one of the first managers in history to win all of them.
Oh, the split. Win the title. Win the Golden Boot. It's going to be all Fitzroy. Who else? What else? Golden Glove potential for Liz Eyre?
Well, I'd feel like that would probably go to. I'll still give it to Chandler. Was it? No, wait. What am I talking about? Camilleri. Sorry, I just mind blanked.
Though she has conceded goals, so I think it's points basis. I think they've started similar to.
I mean, like
a lot of competitions.
But if we compare the squads.
Though does Liz do much because her team is such a strong,
good squad.
How many saves does she need to do in a game compared to Camilleri?
Because I bet if there's a stat person out there, if we compare the past 4 games, I reckon Camilleri has probably doubled or tripled Liz Eyre's saves.
Yes.
So I reckon Camilleri would probably, for me, would be on top of Golden Glove at the moment.
No, Paige Daly.
Or Paige Daly. But I think it's probably still Camilleri as we see Janoski here go down.
She's limping.
Probably take her off.
She's probably twisted or sprained her ankle. She probably knew. She
Probably should take her off for the remaining of the game.
She doesn't look too happy about it. Captain Janoski. Hopefully it's not too severe. I don't want to cause too much injury.
I think that's her night done and dusted for the day.
But 4 minutes remaining. Fitzroy just got to hold the lead and make it hard for Amazon to score, which they have been doing for the entire night.
So Fitzroy, don't see them losing from here. Just a compact in defence. Scary force of nature going up front.
Bit of a head juggling there as Anastastopoulos. Chandler passes one. No handball called for Scalzo. Move on. Here's a dangerous play from Fitzroy. And unable to find for Scalzo there. Or for Scalzo. I think she was ahead. I think the pass just wasn't accurate. But
have you figured out yet if there's been a team that's gone unbeaten in the Women's League?
With no losses?
Yep.
I have to go back on the stats because there's been teams that have been unbeatable, but they always lose one game.
Yeah.
And it's normally like the last game or something like that where, you know, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You know? I can't think of one because I know that a lot of seasons when I don't think anyone's won straight.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong. We might have to ask Costa or
could be
people. I can't go back to the archives. They've been removed because they change it to WeFroth. Yeah. So the old
data
have it's hard to locate them as a public person.
But this squad could be a part of history if they do go unbeaten.
If they do, so we have to really put that on the table and ask the stat people: is this the first team to ever go unbeatable? But I have a feeling that maybe there's a team in the past that has. I just can't think of one right now. Under pressure. Just
like the Premier League, if they go unbeaten, they should get a golden trophy instead of a silver one. This ball gets played back, and
I think it is gold.
Is it? Because I know that in the Premier League, it's just a silver trophy, but if you go unbeaten, you get a gold one.
I think it's like a golden soccer ball.
Fair enough.
Memory. Futsal like to have things in gold.
Maybe just like make like a special edition of gold. Have like gold and something with it.
I remember I got a golden microphone 1 year, my first year of commentating. They gave me a golden microphone. And,
fair enough.
Was in possession of a lot of people on the awards night. Em Kapok, she had that for most of the night. Em, if you're watching, thanks for looking after it. But thank you for Futsal Loz for giving me the recognition that I had in the first season. So that was great for them to acknowledge all my work, which was fun, which is cool. But this game, they've been holding on. It's 5-1, and it's only one goal scored in this half. So imagine if this happened in the first half, if they kept it this level.
Man, you just got to feel bad for Deb Lawrence as the timeout's being called. I'll get back to my train of thought. No, it has not been called, but I've heard a timeout somewhere. But going back to my train of thought, it's just I've been there as a keeper where it's like you're like in bed and it's just like, what if I didn't make that mistake? And you're just there, just lying there, be like, can't take the pass back now. You're going to have to keep on moving. Even just that, for that drive home, it's just silence in the car, thinking about your game performance. We've all been there.
We've absolutely, every player has been there, absolutely, especially with a loss.
Yep.
In a big game like this.
But the good thing about Deb Lawrence is that she does have one of the greats in Attic looking after her, because she'd probably be giving her advice with her goalkeeping. So it's good to have a Golden Glove winner. And we will get a new one this season, which is exciting to see.
Last season, Aish Attic. Give it her all to the point where she's unfortunately played too many games injured. And this time round, the doctor said no and save there from Liz. Great collection. It's been a lull. It's stop clock territory. It's a minute to go. Amazon, they just can't concede another goal. Fitzroy, I think they're just happy with the win, regardless of what's going to happen in the next minute. But for Scalzo, she's been knocking on the door. Wants to score another. Aurora, has she given herself a red? I don't know. No, Costa's given, just let it slide on this occasion.
Good there from the ref. Wasn't a menacing tackle.
Wasn't too much. I think she wanted to, make her presence known.
For those still watching, this is a massive result for Fitzroy, putting him 6 points clear on top of the table. And personally, I believe that they will stay like that. I don't see these guys dropping a point anytime soon.
Dominant the entire season in all aspects of futsal. It's hard to stop a team like that when they've just been so good at every avenue of the game, to goalkeeping, to goal scoring. Look at this counter attack that you see. Oh, and Deb putting her body on the line. There you have it. That's your prediction. Fitzroy have called a timeout with 54 seconds. Where's the stop? Oh, no, that's the timeout break.
I think it was like under a minute.
Under a minute?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, let's take a break. We'll see you after this. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the timeout called by Fitzroy coach Jimmy Sufis as they set up for a corner kick. Back to Frascalzo, and that was a massive hit there, though, on the Amazon side. They've had a quick throw out to Ike back on the court. I think Fresnita, is she possibly injured? I haven't seen her play most of this half.
Fitzroy players, when they hear that full-time whistle, they know that they are in a fantastic position to win this league. I think, what is it, 8 rounds remaining? 22 rounds?
7. So it's
7,
14 out of 21. So 7 to go
So
after this.
And for the Amazons, back to the drawing board. They cannot afford to drop another game, because if they drop another game, I will put my something on the line. But I honestly reckon that Fitzroy would have the league in their hands if Fitzroy drop another game.
Nope. This last play here. It's for Scalzo trying to fend off Tizard. In the end, happy to slow the ball down. Just possession now.
Just toying around with the Amazons. Out it goes, and
long ball, Ike. And that's it. And that's all she wrote. Fitzroy proving too dominant in a game like this, where Amazon are missing key players in a big matchup. 1 to Amazon, 5 to Fitzroy. Daniel, last final thoughts?
yeah, game started off well, but I just believe in that second half, Fitzroy Stars just outshined the Amazon Stars, and it's pretty much down to that.
Absolutely, yeah. And this broadcast could not be put together by everyone working all behind the scenes, everyone, the media team, the engineer, cameraman, all the referees, the coaches, players, spectators, myself, Tyler, thank you, Eunice in the first game, and Daniel. What a lovely evening it's been. We're going to stop and have a break. Post-match interview straight after this. Thank you, have it. Good night, and we'll see you next week for round 15.
Switches. The shots! And no one marked Illich in the middle, just like and it's back stick, Savannah, 5-2.
Everyone knows we've just got this on Overton. Oh, look at that step of, oh, they managed to find the equalizer. Get anything from the corner. Oh, Aisha throws the ball quickly in. She finding anyone. Oh, whoa.
Ball played, what a ball and what a finish!
Otto to Chu, and the ball finds the back of the net. Fitzroy, it's their game. It's a one-way freight train, and we said it last week. It was 3 freight trains in one, and this is
more than a freight train. This is a this is just a bomb. Just coming forward. Just
gotta find other.
How do you prepare yourself for this tournament?
These girls have been training weekly, and we've been putting them to play against under 14 girls and under boys. I think that gives them best preparation. So when they come to these kind of tournaments and they're playing with girls the same age as them, they have that little bit of an edge.
Well done. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed the tournament, and I hope to see you guys next year.
Definitely go Dragons.
Hey, go Dragons!
And we are back here with the post-match interview after a 5-1 win to Fitzroy, now jumping 6 points clear at the top of the table and looking like title reigners for now. But I'm here with Dina. Dina, first of all, just give us a summary on tonight's match.
I think knowing that it was a 1-2 game, it was always going to be a fiery match. Yeah, Amazons gave it their all. We gave it our all. Yeah, just happy to come out with the win.
Fair enough. And these guys, as you mentioned, are second on the table. What was done over the week to prepare for this match?
Well, they've got such a long list, so we actually didn't know who we were going to play today. So that was a bit of a laugh. But, you know, we always go out to play really good futsal, try and play 1-2s. We don't really worry about who we're going to come up against. We all back each other, and I think that's, the most important thing.
And finally, the most important question of all, you guys are 6 points clear on top of the ladder. 2 questions. Do you think you guys have done enough, and do you think you guys can go unbeaten?
I think they're 2 really big statements. We just try to win each game as it comes. We never underestimate any team. I think that's the biggest thing. But yeah, I think let's just take each game as it comes. We try to play really good futsal week in, week out. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Obviously, we'd like to, remain on top, but I guess, yeah.
Nah, fair enough. Anyway, congrats for the win and just the best luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.